All right, let's dive right in. As leaders, we all know the feeling, don't we? The calendar is jammed, the inbox is overflowing, we're constantly busy. But here's the big question. Is all that activity actually making an impact? In this session, we're going to open up a playbook designed to shift you from that hamster wheel of just doing stuff to the high ground of real strategic effectiveness. Let's get started.
So, I want you to start with this right now. Take a hard look at your calendar from last week. Is it a true reflection of what really matters for your company's future? Or is it just a chaotic logbook of other people's priorities, endless firefighting, and meetings that could have been an email? This question, right here, gets to the absolute heart of the challenge we're tackling. You've seen it, I've seen it. Teams that are burning the midnight oil, working incredibly hard, but still falling behind. And then you see other teams that seem to just glide, achieving these incredible outsized results. The difference isn't about effort. It's not about who works more hours. The difference is the quality of their thinking. It all comes down to strategy. Now, to get there, we have to start by completely rewiring how we even think about strategy. Because for most of us, what we were taught is, well, it's just not built for the world we operate in today. It all starts with a new mindset.
We've all been trained to think that strategy is this huge, detailed plan. You know, the big binder that sits on a shelf. But as Seth Godin brilliantly points out, that's actually a really fragile way to lead. Why? Because a rigid plan shatters the second it makes contact with reality. So this is the key. We have to stop thinking like we're following a map and start thinking like we're navigating with a compass. A map is all tactics. It's rigid. It's obsessed with the what. What's the next step? But a compass is pure strategy. It just gives you a direction, a North Star. It's focused entirely on the why. And when your team knows the why, they can adapt to anything, any change in the terrain, because they always know which way you're headed.
And this is exactly why the compass is so vital for a modern leader. In a market that's changing by the minute, a perfect plan is basically obsolete by the time you've finished writing it. But a clear direction, a shared vision, that empowers your team to make smart choices on their own, all pulling toward the same goal. It's all about making progress, not being perfect.
Okay, so if strategy is a compass, how do we actually use it? Great question. This next part is all about the practical tools. We're going to break down 4 high-impact levers you can pull to turn that directional thinking into real, tangible results. This is your new strategic toolkit.
First, lever up, focus. This is all about fighting that temptation to be everything to everybody. Instead, your mission is to find your smallest viable audience. Who is that core group, that niche, that absolutely loves what you do? When you pour all your energy into making them happy, something amazing happens. They become your marketing department. They do the selling for you.
Okay, building on that focus, we get to lever number 2, leverage. A great strategist sees their business not as a to-do list, but as a system. And your job is to find the single point in that system where a little push creates a huge effect. Think about it. Instead of just hiring more people, what if you could tweak one small thing that doubles your results? That's a leverage point. It's about finding that one small change that creates a massive ripple effect.
Lever number 3 is influence. And let's be honest with ourselves for a second. We like to pretend that all business decisions are made based on data and logic, but they're not. People, your customers, your team, your investors, they act on emotion. They're driven by deep feelings, like the desire for status, the need to belong, or the fear of missing out. A truly effective strategy doesn't fight this. It leans into it. It connects with those core human drivers.
And our final lever is vision. This one takes discipline. It's about playing the long game. The pressure for quick quarterly wins is just immense. We all feel it. But a true strategist is always zooming out. They're constantly asking, if we do this today, where does it put us in 1 year? How about 3 years? It's that long-term perspective that builds companies that last, instead of ones that just chase trends.
Okay, that's the theory. But let's make it real. Let's see how this actually works in practice. I want to tell you a quick story about 2 leaders, both starting from the exact same place. So first you have leader A, the tactician. Their team is always busy, right? They're chasing every new trend, posting on every social media platform, and trying to appeal to literally everyone. Then you've got leader B, the strategist. They do the exact opposite. They pick one very specific audience, say early-stage founders, and they focus all their energy on building the absolute best, most valuable resource in the world for just that group. And here's the kicker. Both leaders had the exact same resources, same number of people on the team, same budget, and their teams were putting in the same number of hours. The only thing that was different was their approach. One was all about being busy. The other was all about being strategic.
And after just 6 months, well, the results were night and day. Leader A's scattergun approach, a pretty measly 1.2x return. But Leader B, our strategist, a massive 5.8x return on investment. They didn't work harder, they worked smarter. That intense focus created leverage, which built a loyal community, and that is what drove those incredible results.
And that's really the whole story in a nutshell. The goal isn't to cram more tasks into your day. The goal is to elevate the quality of your thinking so that the things you do choose to work on are the things that actually move the needle. That's strategic leadership.
So, how can you start putting this into practice tomorrow morning? I want to give you a really simple but powerful tool that you can use every single week to make sure your compass is always pointing true north.
Just call it your weekly strategy audit. Every Monday morning, you and your team ask these 4 questions. Number 1, focus. Who are we really trying to serve this week? Number 2, leverage. What is the one thing we can do that will create the biggest ripple effect? 3, influence. What core human emotion are we connecting with? And finally, vision. Does this week's plan get us closer to our 3-year goal? It's a simple checklist that keeps strategy at the front of everything you do.
This right here should become your new mantra. Before you kick off any new project, before you approve a budget, before you say yes to anything, just pause. Instead of jumping straight to what should we do, always start with why are we doing it? Don't ask what to do, ask what's our strategy. That simple change forces a whole different level of conversation. And I'll leave you with one final thought to take back to your team. Thinking about everything we've talked about, focus, leverage, influence, vision. What is the one crucial strategic conversation that your company is avoiding right now? Your job as a leader is to go start it.